A big surprise in the latest release by the Israel Democracy Institute. They released their 16th annual Democracy Index on Monday, taking a look at trends across Israeli society and politics and culture, finding out that the biggest divide in Israeli society now is not between Jews and Arabs or between the religious and the secular. It's between the left and the right. It's all political now.
For the first time in the past few years, we're seeing a growing divide between the center-left bloc and the right-wing bloc as the sort of most defining rift of Israeli society. If in the past the defining rift was between Jews and Arabs, this is a change. It's probably a manifestation of the growing rhetoric and disputes around questions of rule of law and democracy, and now we see it in the report coming out.
In fact, the survey found that those in the left, center, or right, religious, secular, are all hardening their particular positions on issues, making it more and more difficult to find common ground in Israeli society.
We see that in Israeli society increasingly there are growing gaps between the two groups around questions of how we interpret what our democracy means, our approach to basic freedoms, to the independence of other institutions other than the government, for example, the independent judiciary, law enforcement systems and mechanisms. And in this respect, our main challenge is to strengthen and redefine the common denominator that we as Israeli citizens share together, principles of the Declaration of Independence that bring us together rather than allow some irresponsible politicians to drive us apart.
One thing Israelis of all persuasions apparently saw in this particular survey is corruption within the Israeli government. The difference, according to the numbers published, are that the right are more likely to stick with their leader, even with the taint of corruption, while the left and center will demand change. Reporting from the president's residence in Jerusalem, Mike Wagenheim, I-24 News.